Folks, we are not live. This is being recorded. Gotcha. Actually, I am Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and this is con prep time. And when you're driving to a con, there's a different prep than when you're flying. All right, it really is. When you're flying to a con, you're packing for space, you're packing for weight, right? So you're trying to do minimal stuff, and you're like, well, I only need two pairs of underwear and two pairs of socks. I can wash those in the bathroom sink and let them dry. So the first 2 days, I'll just recycle socks and underwear because you're trying to save space, and it's not so much space flying out. You're trying to save space for flying back. You know you're going to make acquisitions. So it often becomes I don't want to bring a lot of books with me, right? You don't want to bring a lot of stuff that's going to weigh you down, that's going to take up space because then you don't have space for new fun shit. So, what do you do when you fly to a con? What I do, generally speaking, is I try to make sure I have the rules to whatever game I'll be playing available on my iPad. So, if I am playing what is it? Weird Frontiers, the big, huge DCC Western game, and I could bring my book with me tomorrow. It's like I don't know, bringing an old phone book. It's that huge. No, I'll have the rules available for use on my iPad if necessary. It's just so much simpler, and it's less to carry to the game. Right? I know when I was in high school and college, I hosted most of the games because I was the DM, but at the DM, you had to have all the books available. And that often meant that you were going to bring everything. If you were gaming at somebody else's house, your backpack was full. It was weighty. Now, ShireCon, which is what I'm doing over the next 2 days with Rach, we drive to. It's a couple hours drive. It's closer than TotalCon, which we also drive to. And when you drive to a convention, it becomes a different idea. So we're donating some games to ShireCon for either the auction or the raffle. One is going to be the Conan board game from the Kickstarter, including that secondary box that was a Kickstarter exclusive. Both. And that secondary box hasn't even had the plastic opened up on it. I also plan on bringing the Batman board game that was on Kickstarter a couple of years ago. Uh, Let that go. That's still in the wrap. Maybe one or two other games if I can dig them out from where they're at. Some are just not very conveniently placed for me to be able to get them ready. But you don't have the. I couldn't take these games to North Texas. Don't have the space when you're flying, right? Even if you wanted to donate them, you couldn't. To ShireCon, it's great. I can donate this. Awesome. Clears up space on my shelves for new acquisitions because if you're a gamer, you're always acquiring new. So now, since I'm driving, I have a trunk I can fill. Means I'm bringing a cooler. We got an Airbnb, which means we'll have a nice refrigerator. But we're bringing a cooler because I like to be able to park my car near the venue, be able to go out, get some sodas, uh, maybe grab a sandwich if you this way you're not spending a lot of money on venue food. Not that it's bad. Is you want to support the town, you want to support the venue, but I also want to support I don't know the vendors, those that are selling gaming material because that's likely where my attention is going to be. In the meantime, also, you got to pack. Once you get older, you also have to make sure you have your meds all set up, your supplements all set up, everything's ready to go and be put into a bag. So you'll be ready for the next couple of days. Because God forbid you leave your meds behind, you're turning that car around. Literally. A lot of times these are the meds that keep you alive. So that's actually one of the scarier parts of that little prep, right? You really have to make sure double, triple check yourself. I'm running an adventure Saturday morning. I was hoping to have a print copy by now, but didn't happen. That's fine. Uh, the Mausolean Maze of Mandaluk the Mad. Okay, see, I, uh, all right, Eric Hoffman's name. There we go. You can see it there. It's great because it's a modular module. You take the pieces that you want, you put them together. It's like geomorphic, and you kind of can say, "Oh, damn, the party is really just clearing through shit." Well, when they leave this section, I'll make sure I up the ante by putting in this section. Very good for a con game. Because remember, you want to challenge your players. You're not looking for a TPK unless it's in the last hour of your time slot. You want to make sure people get their full experience. They're going to, and that's another thing I have to remind people. When you're going to a convention, when you're game mastering at a convention, you have to listen. There's stupidity that will knock PCs out of the box early, and that's fine. But don't be a killer DM for the first half if you can avoid it, because your players want that experience of gaming. And then after the second half, then things can get lethal because, generally speaking, you don't come home with your characters anyway. Now, I am running Swords in Which We Light. Swords in Which We Light, my players that played in one of the prior sessions at ShireCon can bring their character back, and after 2 sessions, they will be second level. If Rach can find her character sheet, she will have a second level character. Tom and Tammy Veralt will be coming back for their second session. They will, at the end of the session, have a second level character. I think that's fun. I think it's a little continuity. I think it encourages people to come back and play the game. We still get new players and people that pop in and pop out. Oh, before I forget, there's a link at the bottom of the screen. Tenkar stairs Tavern.games // Trail of Cthulhu. Why is that there? Why is that link there? Well, it's an affiliate link for Humble Bundle. It's an affiliate link for Humble Bundle. You can get about I don't know, 2 dozen titles for about $25. It's an amazing deal. It's a well spoken of game from those that have played the Gumshoe system. They tend to generally like it. And it's a great value. And by making that purchase, you help support the tavern. We don't have sponsors, and we barely get ad revenue from YouTube. So our affiliate links are often the best way to help. So, folks, tomorrow I will be at ShireCon. Looking forward to seeing those of you who are local who will be there. And I don't know, no live stream tomorrow night. That I can pretty much guarantee you. As for Saturday night Gamers Health, I'll see what we can arrange. If we can arrange to sit down with some people, maybe do a round table. Other than that, as always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I'll be back again tomorrow with some shite from the con. Shite from ShireCon. Woohoo! All right, folks. Later.